How many times have you been told that if your credit isn't perfect, you're doomed? That if you don't have a 800 plus score, you'll never be able to buy a house, start a business, or build wealth? I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. Your credit score matters, but you do not need a perfect score to get ahead. Today, we're going to be busting the myth that only people with perfect credit can build wealth. And I'll also show you how you can take control of your credit starting today. Welcome back to the Wealthy Me Myth Busting series. If you're new here, I'm Shakema, a realtor, a wealth educator, and a certified purpose coach. And I love helping people over 40 take control of their finances, build wealth, and make smart decisions without all the myths and miseducation holding them back. And today we're tackling a huge myth. It's the idea that you need a perfect credit score to get ahead. Now, I've worked with so many people who were paralyzed by the idea that their credit score wasn't high enough. And let me tell you, this is keeping too many people stuck. Let's talk about the truth behind credit and what actually matters. Let me hit you with some real numbers. The average credit score in the US is 714, not 800. Yet, people are still buying homes, starting businesses, and getting approved for loans. Over 50% of Americans have a credit score below 700. And guess what? You can still qualify for a mortgage, you can still qualify for a car loan or business funding with the right strategy. A score of 760 plus gets you the best rates, yes, but anything over 800 doesn't give you any extra benefits. If you're stressing over not having a perfect score, I need you to stop immediately. What actually matters is understanding how credit works and using it strategically. Let's break the myth that perfect credit is not necessary. Here's the reality. Credit is a tool, not a status symbol. You don't need perfection, you need strategy. And that comes down to three key things. One is knowing what lenders actually look for, fixing what really matters, and using credit to your advantage. What are lenders actually looking for? And it's not just your score. Most people think that credit score is everything, but lenders actually look at 5 key factors. They look at payment history, which is about 35% of the score. And that is the number one factor. If you pay on time, you're already ahead. Next, they look at credit utilization, which is 30% of your score. You need to keep your balances low, ideally below 30%. But if you can get under 10%, that is the best. They look at credit age, and that's 15% of the makeup of your score. Older accounts equal better credit. Don't close those old accounts. Then they look for credit mix, which is 10% of your score. That's having different types of credits. Think about credit cards, your car loans, mortgages, things like that. All those different types of credits pulled together help your score. So that's 10% of your credit score. And then the last 10% are inquiries. If you have too many hard inquiries in a short period of time, it can lower your score. Again, you need a strategy. For example, I've seen people with a 750 credit score get denied for a loan because they have high credit card balances. And I've seen people with a 680 get approved because they had strong payment history. Your score alone doesn't tell the whole story. Here's an action step for you today. Check your credit report and focus on improving your payment history and utilization first. So the next thing is you need to fix what actually matters and stop obsessing over the wrong things. Most people worry about their score, but the truth is fixing a few key things can boost your score faster than you think. 3 simple fixes that I like to talk about. 1, lowering your utilization. Pay down balances to below 30%, and even better, under 10%. The next thing is to dispute any errors. 1 in 5 credit reports have an error on it that could be lowering your score. Now let me switch back here. There are so many people who are scared to look at their credit reports, but how can you improve your credit score if you're scared to look at your report? But I digress. And then the third thing that's simple that you can do is ask for credit limit increases. A higher limit with the same balance equals lower utilization. Think about calling your bank or credit card company and see if they'd be willing to increase your credit limit. For example, recently I had a client who raised their score by 40 points just by calling their credit card company and asking for a limit increase. There was no new debt, no new accounts. Again, it's all strategy. Your action step here today is I want you to check your credit utilization and call your credit card company to request a limit increase. The third factor is you need to use credit to your advantage. It's a tool, not a trap. Credit is a wealth building tool when used correctly. There are some smart credit moves that build wealth. So use credit to build assets, not just debt. So credit should help you build wealth. So think about real estate, investment businesses, rather than to fund your lifestyle purchases. And you need to leverage those 0% APR cards strategically. 0% APR intro offers can fund investments. Yes, they can fund your investments, your side hustles, and any major purchases without interest. Understand how credit helps in business and investing. Business credit and real estate financing open doors when used the right way. I know people who have used their credit to buy investment properties, start businesses, build wealth, but I also know people who max out credit cards on vacations and end up in debt. So what's the difference? Strategy. So your action step here is to look at how you are using your credit. Are you using it to build wealth or just to fund short-term spending? You need to shift your focus in order to work on your credit a little bit more. Here's a bonus tip. If you don't know where to start and you need help fixing your credit, let's talk. If you have a credit score that starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, we need to talk. That means that there's room for improvement and I can help you get back on track. I want people that are dealing with bankruptcies, foreclosures, repossessions, evictions, late payments, medical collections, student loans, and more. If that sounds like you, let's fix it. There is a link to a consultation in the description below, and let's get your credit working for you, not against you. I put together a free guide for you, 5 myths keeping you stuck and how to break free. It's packed with real steps to help you improve your credit, build wealth, and make smarter financial decisions. Grab it in the description box below and tell me in the comments, what's the biggest credit myth you used to believe? Let's talk about it. Now that we've busted the perfect credit myth, let's talk about another one. Entrepreneurship is the only path to wealth. Is that true? You want to catch me on the next episode to find out. But until next time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and I'll see you soon.